welcome to another episode of the Enthusiast experiment, specifically the pencil experiment. Let's jump into it. Yep. Alright, to you astute observers, you may notice something a little bit different about this pencil. This is the Blackwing Pearl. Ooh. I wonder if I can get that pearly finish. Is kind of hard to get to show up on camera here. I apologize about that, but it's beautiful nonetheless. I do not have packaging for this pencil, unfortunately, as I got it as a single, but let's jump into it, shall we? Alright, so today we are looking at the Blackwing Pearl, another variation of the Blackwing line, and it has graphite. This one is balanced, so whereas the 602 was listed as firm, this one is listed as balanced. The wood again is an instant cedar. It is a hexagonal pearl white finish on the body with a couple of black letterings here. It does have the slogan there of half the pressure, twice the speed, I think, missing. So it's a very clean version, nice and classy. The ferrule is gold again with that adjustable eraser, or replaceable in this case. As you can see, I threw in an orange one just to kind of spice things up a little bit. In the case of you buying the pencil, it will come with a black adjustable replaceable eraser as opposed to an orange one. Just trying something a little different. I like the way that looks. Good Halloween pencil too, huh? Although we're past that time of year. Price again comes in at $21.95 for a 12 pack and also originates from Japan. You can check out the erasability test here. Again, this is with, unfortunately, I do not have the included eraser. I guess I could have used the one from the 602, but I just went with this one, so I guess now we can see how an aftermarket eraser works. But this one was still by Palomino, I'm like 99% certain, just a different color. So you could see, definitely not the best erase test in the world there, but again, that may be a little bit different with those new erasers that Palomino supposedly is using in their pencils, as well as something off pencil. Smudge test, you can see, did pretty well, actually. I think a little bit better than the 602. And shading is still really, really great from these pencils, from the super dark range all the way up to the lighter side. And again, you could probably get a lot more range out of these guys than I can, as I'm not much of an artist, more of a doodler. Some of the pros. So this is a smoother pencil. So the 602 is definitely a smooth pencil. This guy is just a tad smoother. It's noticeable, especially side by side. If you were to give me one and then the other, I probably couldn't tell you right off the bat, but side by side, definitely smoother. The eraser, again, the adjustability and replaceability I really like, especially when you can customize it and just make it look cool. And even if you write with a bunch of people that use this pencil, you could still differentiate your pencil from theirs. Not a huge deal, but, you know, still fun. I love the darker tone. You can really get some super dark tones out of this pencil, like blacks. The design, obviously, super fan of the Blackwings, and the pearl finish is just beautiful. In person, it's even better. It's not showing up very well for you on the camera, but it has a slight reflectivity to it that just kind of catches the light really nicely. The design, again, mentioned that already, but, you know, just a huge fan of the Blackwing pencil overall. The ferrule is centered on this one, so as the last video I mentioned that my 602 is off kiltered just a few degrees there. This one is the standard, you know, Blackwing quality, perfectly centered and nice in the hand, beautiful to look at. And the smudge test was really good for a lead of this darkness, in my opinion, especially on camera. You could just see a little bit here, but I can't tell if it's showing up more on camera or in person, but either way, it did a good job. Some of the cons, for it being a little bit smoother than the 602 specifically, it does have a little bit less point retention. So again, with any of these Blackwing pencils, you just need to be in the mindset of having to sharpen them more frequently, and then you'll be okay. Not a big hurdle to get over, in my opinion, when you're using something this fun to write with. Again, the price could be a concern for some people, but again, you are getting what you pay for with these line of pencils. They are very high quality, and, you know, definitely a splurge item, something fun to treat yourself. And then, again, the erasability is pretty poor in this example. I think, again, something off pencil like one of these guys would probably solve that problem pretty quickly. But, you know, we're using the included erasers for these tests. So let's add it to the Notebook of Doom. Perfect. Set that over to the side. And there you go. You can definitely see that it is darker than the 602. I'm getting back up to some of these guys. But again, not pushing super duper hard, as you don't have to with these pencils, but that's a pretty good indication of how it looks. Just having to hold it sideways to get a lot of these on there, but there you go. All right. I appreciate you swinging by. I'm a huge fan of this pencil. I'm sure you will be too. If you haven't checked out the 602 video and see how it compares, and I think we'll have the original Blackwing up next. I appreciate you swinging by. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can grow this channel together. And until next time, take it easy.